Another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
It's heartbreaking to see a icon go out like that.
He only gonna fight the guy that they're gonna pay him the most money to fight. So, you know, and I think that pretty much, I don't think no fighter out there that can outbox him. And see, can't outbox him, I don't know if you can beat him.
If Mayweather really wanted this fight, he would have had this damn fight years ago when Manny Pacquiao was asking for a rematch. Mayweather has to do this fight because he needs that bread. Because he needs money, that's why. All the rumors are true. It's a sad thing, but it is what it is.
Once celebrated as one of the wealthiest figures boxing has ever produced, Floyd Mayweather is now at the center of startling claims from fellow legends who are questioning whether his financial standing is genuinely as strong as he has always portrayed. Timothy Bradley Jr. has suggested that Floyd is pursuing a fight with Pacquiao primarily because he needs the income.
Why? That's why. And it's funny when you have options. When you have options, yo, you can make your choice. When you're doing great and you got money in the bank and you sitting pretty, yeah, you sitting pretty, 51 or 50-0. Isn't it great? But now, when you need them, you call on them. Mayweather didn't want this damn fight with Manny Pacquiao years ago, and now he wants this damn fight now. Because he needs money, that's why.
Evander Holyfield believes Floyd has consistently made fight decisions based on whichever option delivers the largest payday rather than what would best serve his lasting legacy. He cautioned that while Mayweather remains undefeated, returning to competition at this stage carries real risk, and spending too long in boxing could ultimately cost him the perfect record he has spent his entire career protecting.
Anybody stay here too long, they're gonna lose eventually because you're gonna get older. And somebody gonna beat you if you stay there too long. So everybody was undefeated at one point in time. And so if you undefeated at one point in time, then what happened? Stay there too long. You stay there too long, then.
Terence Crawford expressed genuine sadness at seeing a figure of Floyd's stature in this position, stating directly that he believes Floyd should remain retired rather than risk his health and reputation by continuing to fight. Crawford also added his voice to the growing conversation about whether the comeback talk is rooted in financial pressure rather than any genuine desire to add to his legacy.
At all. You know, I think it's other ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's other ways for...
Joe Rogan acknowledged that while Floyd Mayweather generated staggering wealth throughout his career, financial illiteracy has a way of turning enormous earnings into serious problems through mismanagement and costly legal disputes. He noted that Floyd and Mike Tyson represent a pattern seen repeatedly in boxing where massive income does not automatically translate into lasting financial security.
Yeah, but with all his connections and things like that, I think people could have put him in the right position to make some money.
If he's got people with him that are looking out for his best interest, but you know how it is. When there's a guy like that, that's a big name, usually everybody around him pretends they're looking out for their best interest, but there's always lawsuits later on. You find out someone was stealing money or not paying him what he deserved. There's always a bunch of bullshit involved.
Lennox Lewis looked at the proposed exhibition between Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson and saw it for exactly what he believes it is, a business transaction designed to generate revenue rather than anything resembling a genuine competitive contest. He called it smart business while making clear it should not be mistaken for a real fight.
Mike Tyson exhibition, is it something that sounds fun? Something that's like a money grab, or some history between the two that these two guys could just settle out a little bit?
Listen, I think it's just business. I think it's, you know, it's smart business. Got two great fighters with great social media. I got you. So it's a great matchup.
Is it something intimidating for, you know, Floyd to get in the ring with someone that big and that could, you know, obviously punch really hard? Well, I know it's a different time, but.
No, well, I don't really take the fight that serious. I mean, I'm sure Floyd wouldn't step in the ring with a man that is going to knock him out or try and hurt.
Sugar Ray Leonard took a different view, arguing that even if the event is purely spectacle, Floyd Mayweather is the one person alive who possesses the star power to make it work on a massive scale. He drew a comparison to Muhammad Ali in terms of global magnetism and the rare ability to sell an event to audiences around the world through sheer personal charisma.
We as fighters, we get to a point where is that we watch fights on television and we say, I can beat that guy. Because it's about ego, it's about who you were back in the day. You know?
Nine-figure payday doesn't hurt either, though, does it?
Oh, that's gives you a little incentive. And that's the case, you know. You can make $1 zillion fighting a guy who's never had boxing gloves on before. Right. Like the McGregor fight, you know. It's what it is. It's a spectacle. Only Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather could have pulled those things off. When Ali fought that guy, that wrestler. Yeah. What was the guy's name? Yeah. Only Ali could have done that. Mayweather could have been. He's the only guy that could have done that, or pulled that off, I should say.
Leonard also took time to recognize Floyd's defensive artistry, describing it as one of the most sophisticated systems of protection the sport has ever seen. His timing, his reflexes, and his ability to read and neutralize what opponents are attempting make landing a meaningful shot on him an extraordinarily difficult task, placing his defensive mastery among the finest in boxing history.
There is no one way to fight Floyd Mayweather. He is that good. He's that talented. You walk in there with a plan, but to execute it takes time. In other words, you got to feel yourself. You got to feel him out, and see what he goes for. Body shots. Floyd. No one could penetrate his defense. I mean, he's one of the best guys out there. But I would say body shots. But then, you know, it's so hypothetical. I feel kind of awkward talking about, you know, it's...
Well, do you see a weakness in his game at all?
I don't see a weakness that anyone could penetrate. I don't see him being beaten by anyone. You know what I love about Floyd is the fact that he believed in himself so much. And that's a major part of being a world champion. Like
Mike Tyson said he connects personally with what Floyd may be going through financially, drawing directly on his own well-documented struggles with money management during and after his career. Tyson framed financial difficulty as a reality that can reach anyone regardless of how much they have earned, noting that even the sport's biggest names are not immune to the challenges of maintaining long-term stability.
And I understand good times. And, you know, in life, they have to come. You're going to have to deal with both of them, because that's what life consists of, good times and bad times. Or difficult times.
Despite the hundreds of millions Floyd accumulated across his career, rumors have circulated suggesting his spending habits may have exhausted much of that wealth. Some accounts have placed his daily expenditure at around $1 million across luxury goods, vehicles, and travel. The claims remain unverified and heavily disputed, but the sheer scale of the figure makes the possibility feel almost impossible to process.
And it's almost unfathomable to think that it could happen, but, you know, just listening to you, having a 40-person entourage, going out to eat, footing the bill, night over night.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, the whole day, like I'm talking for weeks on end. Every day is something new, and it's like multiple things throughout the day. The travel, he lives a very, very interesting, I don't know when he sleeps, to be honest with you. Then you got gambling and all, of course the gambling, you know, casinos and all that. He lives a very interesting lifestyle, very fast paced. I think the average person will have a hard time keeping up, but it's the amount of it. You got the private jets, you got the cars, but no, he could easily spend a few $500,000, $1 million+ in a day.
The allegations of hidden financial strain and runaway spending have kept the debate alive among fans, many of whom are left wondering whether the money persona Floyd has built over decades is a genuine reflection of his reality or a carefully maintained performance concealing something very different beneath the surface.
He told me, and I'm not going to say who it is, but he's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really, Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Interview 11. Critics have repeatedly pointed to Floyd's absence of financial discipline as one of the central concerns surrounding his long-term stability. The spending on luxury vehicles, designer goods, private jets, and extravagant events has been well documented. Equally concerning to analysts is the size of his entourage, which has been estimated at anywhere between 40 and 50 people traveling with him consistently. Supporting a group that large generates enormous ongoing costs across travel, accommodation, and daily expenses. Observers have described his overall financial approach as one driven more by ego and image maintenance than by any structured long-term strategy.
Legitimacy to that? Like how on God's green earth could this man be broke?
His lifestyle. I've been around like hanging out for days, weeks. It's the lifestyle. Like when you got a 40-man entourage, you got other people and you take everybody out, pay for everything, shopping, the mall, going out to eat, renting out an entire movie theater. Yeah, just to go watch a movie at whatever time he wanted. It was like the theater was closed when we got rolled up to the movie theater, and you know, you got the girls and all. Yeah, and you rent out a whole movie theater for 40, 50 plus people. I bet that bill can rack up a little bit. I don't know if he's broke. I think you'd have to tell me like, what is broke? He don't have $0. Floyd still has money, a lot. I just think that maybe the lifestyle and, I don't know, maybe catching up.
Interview 12. Among the most discussed examples of Floyd's spending was his reported outlay of over $1.1 million on a luxury suite at Allegiant Stadium during Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas, where he hosted a large group of friends for the occasion. He also put his watch collection on display, with pieces collectively valued at around $100 million. While these moments reinforce his image as someone who operates without financial constraints, they have simultaneously drawn sustained criticism about whether any level of earnings can support that kind of indefinite spending alongside a lifestyle of constant luxury travel and a large entourage.
Next guest is arguably the best professional boxer in history, or certainly the most financially successful boxer. Retiring with a 15-0 pro record, he has taken the world of business by storm with that same singular focus and drive. Joining me now, boxing legend and one premier nutritional supplements founder, Floyd "Money" Mayweather. All right, Floyd, it's great seeing you, my man. You know, I interviewed you 10 years ago before your last fight, and we played a short clip of it, and you said, listen, I enjoy being a villain. Here's the thing. You crafted a persona, and you used it for success in the ring. You've used it for success out of the ring, and I saw this interview in Forbes where you talked about the things that it takes to be successful, and it's still working for you.
Had a great team, you know, just doing my homework, you know, took my time, very, very smart, and I'm saying I wasn't the.
Interview 13. Floyd's uncle Jeff Mayweather has voiced his own concerns, saying he finds himself genuinely puzzled by some of the investment decisions his nephew has made over the years. Jeff suggested that Floyd tends to enter business arrangements without a clearly defined long-term plan and appears to be guided more by personal pride than by sound strategic thinking. He also expressed skepticism about some of Floyd's high-profile real estate claims, noting that professionals within the industry tend to view them with considerable caution.
Like I said, I mean, I don't necessarily see Floyd very much, so we don't really get a chance to talk very much, and so I don't really know what's going on. I know he's doing things that, you know, to better his life, like, you know, buying homes and buying, you know, different things, and so I mean, I don't know exactly what he's doing. So I mean, I haven't seen him in quite some time, and I haven't heard about him talking about doing any more exhibitions. Maybe he will, maybe he won't.
Interview 14. Compounding the spending concerns is Floyd's decision to manage his own business dealings without bringing in professional advisors. That approach gave him complete control over negotiations and allowed him to retain the maximum share of earnings from endorsements and deals. However, it also left him without the oversight that experienced financial managers typically provide, making him more susceptible to poor decisions and questionable opportunities.
Yeah, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him, everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row, I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, what sting coming out?
This fight in boxing history, you know, if you don't adjust for inflation, et cetera, or tickets sold, et cetera, you know, Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, the rematch, Ali and Frazier, the first fight, these were the biggest fights in boxing history. But Mayweather and Pacquiao was easily the biggest fight of its era, of the generation. And it was the highest grossing fight of all time.
Sure.
Because it had 4.4 million pay-per-view buys at $100 a pop. Do the math, right? It's interesting because Netflix is obviously in the business of, you said, eventizing.
Yes.
They want enormous events that become shared experiences. In a way, in this day and age, partly because of delivery systems of content like Netflix, everything is so niche. You know, everything is so compartmentalized that there's very few shared experiences. It's one of the reasons that the NFL is such a big deal, because the NFL can get tens of millions of...
Prepared to fight Manny?
Well, you know, he's 42 now, and Manny's a fresh 40. I think he's ducking us right now. Yeah, I mean, because you don't hear no negotiations, no nothing, no rumors. He's being very, very quiet right now.
Wow. Okay, if Floyd is watching this, Freddie, what is your message to him?
The contracts are there. All you have to do is sign them, son.
Are you hopeful that it will happen? Do you think there's an actual chance that it will happen?
I do think it could happen, yes. It's probably not till next year, but the thing is, it is a big fight out there, and again, a fresh Manny with no injuries. I love that fight.
Well, as a boxing fan, I would be really excited to see Manny get another crack at Floyd healthy. I think, clearly he was inhibited, with the shoulder lap. That your team wants, Freddie?
Definitely. That would be a fight we would want. I would like to get that one back one more time. I know we can do much better. We had an injury in that fight, but regardless, we lost a close decision. I know Manny can do much better than that, and I really think Manny can knock him out.
Really? Right. Like you said, Manny had an injury last time. Now, Floyd hasn't fought in a little bit. He's 42 years old. Manny looks sharp. So you think Manny would knock Floyd Mayweather out in the rematch?
Yeah, Floyd's last couple of fights against a kickboxer and whatever the other guy was, he wasn't too impressive, and I think it's a good time to catch him right now. It's kind of disappointing that he didn't stay for the decision and let Manny call him out. He went home quickly.
Was Manny going to call out Floyd?
That's the one he and I won, and I'm sure he would.